I think we're ready to get back into this again, but I think I may have a challenge ahead. Get ready for some raging moments during this entire series, if not this episode. Hiya, Porkers! So before this video starts, these wonderful patrons have helped financially support the quality of the content that you are about to see, and I would like to thank them very much for doing so. If you would like to join this list, consider clicking on the Patreon link in the description and pledge at least $1 a month, as well as get some additional rewards in the process. Yeah, enjoy the video. Hiya, Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Zeus, Master of Olympus. Instead of doing the Venture Editor, nor the housing blocks from Zeus Heaven, we're going to instead focus on some difficult missions. We have not looked... Well, I personally, on either on stream, except for one mission, nor on video, have I looked at the adventures section. I like how... Now, before we go on any further, I'd like to mention the reason why I like this game so much is because of the fact that not only is it my style of gameplay with the whole simulation and everything like that, and city building, like city skylines, this one basically just has the most calming music for a Greek city builder in existence. And besides, this is the third in the series of city builders by Impressions Games, who also made Caesar 3, Pharaoh 1 and 2, and number 4, Emperor. All three of which I have not played. I've only focused on this one because of my Greek background. Now, we could go through all 7 of these missions. Zeus and Europa, Perseus and Medusa. No, we're not going to go through that. I've done that off camera. I've understood everything. I'm just going to go straight into the most difficult one of the Zeus adventures, which is the Trojan War. Lead Greek forces to Troy to rescue the most beautiful woman in the world. This adventure is extremely challenging and consists of 6 episodes. From what I understand, this is based on the Homerian epic surrounding the Trojan War. We'll have to see from the start of things that we'll start building our city, and it won't be so clear. It won't be so clear at first, but as we go further down this path, we'll be able to understand it further. So I think without further ado, let's just jump right in. As it gets close to 20 years old, this game is. So yeah, I was a child when this game came out back in 2001. 9 years old when this came out. So this will be a wild ride, except I'm now older. I've now understood what the goals are like. It's time to just get right into this. Let's go. Here we go, the Trojan War.
The conversation at the dinner table turned from the subject of the city you were on the verge of establishing to the fair Helen, beloved of everyone in Greece, who was about to choose a husband. Odysseus said,
"Let us all swear an oath to protect Helen from harm, and to support the man whom she chooses as a husband. We owe her no less. We shall name the oath after Helen's father, and call it the Oath of Tyndareus."
All shouted in assent, and Odysseus administered the oath to each person. Everyone was too busy celebrating to notice that Odysseus did not take the oath himself, but the hero wouldn't have less than noble intentions. Now that the festivities are over, you must return to your land to begin building the kingdom of AULIS in earnest. Soon your city will match the cities that your friends Agamemnon, Odysseus, and Ajax lead. You can count on your friends sending you city-warming presents to help you start your city.
So, for our first mission, we're going to start things off by getting citizens into our city, keeping our treasury high, and the production goals are going to be a little bit on the tough side, but we'll get through them. So let's just hop right in and see what we got for land. Alright, so for our first set of land, I believe we just have mostly mountainous terrain. I can understand this part. My assumption here is that this will be the area in which the citizens will start to come in, so we'll be focusing more on this side of the map. And we're also close to the sea too once we get to it, so that'll be good. We've got fish as a resource, which is interesting. We've got plenty. Do we have plenty of space for... Whoa, we've got plenty of space for a meadow here. Guys, if you understand what Zeus, Master of Olympus is like, and you can understand how things will work, then I'm sure you'll get through this. If you don't, I recommend going to watch a live stream VOD from a guy called... What's his name? From this guy called GamerZach, that's Z-A-K-H. The guy did a live stream of this game to cover the tutorial of the game, try to understand it himself. And what it seems like is he understands the concept of the city building games much better than I do, so if you understand what he's going through, then you'll understand this. So me, I just know this game and this game alone. Sorry for those of you who were wondering about the rest of the stuff. Anywho, what can we make here is the next question. We can produce wheat, which is one of the goals we have. We can produce grapes and olives, which we'll need for wine and olive oil, respectively. We can produce fleece. We can hunt for fish or hunt boar for meat, which is another good thing. Do we have any resources nearby? Yes, we do. We have meat nearby. Eventually, we'll have the open waters nearby. All right, so I think I've got what I could to start the housing block. Shout out, by the way, to the Zeus Heaven user Plebus for the concept behind this block. I don't know if I'm orienting it the right way, but it's worth an effort of just a trial and error, see what happens. But let's just set up the rest of the appeal here. We've got a line of benches there. And then another line of benches going down this way. That will be where our maintenance office will be. And speaking of hygiene and safety buildings, let's get the infirmary over here. I don't know how the appeal will be, considering the infirmary has such low appeal ratings. And we'll put a maintenance office down. Follow that up with a fountain. Now, for the palace, because we're going to have a tax office in this one, I'm going to set him up down here, since this is going to be primarily the entrance to our city. So that'll be our entrance. And we'll set up a tax office over here. As far as culture goes, I believe the only things we need in here are the gymnasium, the podium, and as far as that is it, I think. But what else do we have that we need to do before we set up all the houses? The notes on here say college is outside the block and there has to be a stadium somewhere in the city. Okay, so main requirement is a stadium. And I believe one of the personal preferences is we can set up the stadium just outside the block, like this. I don't know how this will affect the rest of the area. And the other thing too is we need this area to be maintained as well, so I'll set up the maintenance office right nearby. Actually, let's undo all of this. and we'll set up our maintenance guy down here. Basically, I'll set up the stadium as far away as possible. Competitors can still come down here and all, but the main goal is to make sure that everyone, everyone comes down here. And to make sure that we have workforce, let's just straight up go into our common housing. I think all we need is the common housing literally inside the block, like this. That should produce about 40 people. So now all we can do now is, once that's complete, I'll go back in, reset the stadium down in this part of the block, and then set up 2 roadblocks here and here to make sure that the maintenance guy covers them. As far as our... we'll need a second maintenance guy as well to cover what would be our storage units. So we'll set him up probably far from the housing itself, just to keep them happy. Now, all that's left is to just play the waiting game with our citizens, because they're probably going to come down from down here. Honorable Jailer, your city needs more workers. If the job vacancies in the city go unfilled, services could suffer. Okay. Also, I am aware that I am blocking the important... I'm also aware that I'm blocking the important building buttons below this message thingy. I can probably look into fixing that for next time, but for now, just, I don't know what to tell you. This is the way this new layout is set up. So, rip. Actually, while we're here, can I go ahead and turn down the need for culture at the moment, because I don't need that. Since we're not having many workers, I'm going to go ahead and drop administration. And as they're coming, I'm also going to go ahead and start up my, industry. I'm going to start things off because we don't necessarily need the wheat. Actually, one of our production goals is wheat, isn't it? Yeah, so I think what we can do is we can set up a road going like this, replace this roadblock. I know I'm wasting money doing this, but work with me here. I'm gonna leave this lower plateau for our fleece production, but I'm going to use this higher plateau for olives, grapes, and wheat, which is one of our main requirements. I'm going to go ahead and set up a roadblock here, and let's say a roadblock here, because I think we'll set up our carting sheds down here as well. So let's set up a couple wheat farms. I know some of them will require a road, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's not do any more for now. And what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to set up 2 granaries, each accepting wheat. 2 granaries because each of the wheat production facilities is gonna output 8 wheat each, and thus each granary is gonna fill up within 4 of these, and so the extra granary is supplied there just to satisfy these 2. Alright, so that should cover our granary. Oh wait, I know what I had a problem with. Get rid of these guys because I was meant to put the agora there. I'm a dummy for thinking that would be a good idea. I completely forgot the agora. So let's just wait until that goes down, and then I'll go ahead and set up the agora. Common agora. And we'll set up our industry now while we're here. The food, fleece, and olive oil. what I can do to have all these here is I can set these each to not buying, because I don't necessarily need these products right now. That'll all have to wait till later when we actually get citizens and we actually get the supplies we need. Yes, I'm aware that I'm missing some culture, but there's a reason why we also put the stadium down here. You'll figure that out. We'll see about that later. Anyway, time to see where these guys go. You're gonna start seeing them spread out like that. Actually, you know what? I have an idea for this one. Okay, so I've moved my camera just slightly to make sure that you guys can see everything. And you can now see that I have wheat, grapes and olives, fleece, fish and hunting, and 100 people. Fascinating. And all of this. By the way, our fledgling village now boasts a population of 100 people. Of course, they're going to keep doing this every... Going to do this for 500, going to do this for 1,000 citizens. Then they're going to do this for every 1,000, I'm pretty sure of that. I don't know if they do it for 4,000, but I know they do it for 5,000. Most favored Jalen, I, Agamemnon of Mycenae, count you among my favorite people. You are a fantastic leader, and everyone should aspire to be more like you. Most favored Jalen, I, Menelaus of Sparta, count you among my favorite people. You are a fantastic leader, blah blah blah. I, Diomedes of Argos. And I, Ajax of Salamis. Okay. So we're starting off... How are we starting off? Low. Don't even have enough to work an industry with wheat. As far as storage and distribution goes, we're going to be screwed from the start unless we can get more citizens in time. I'm pretty sure they're already coming in now, so we don't have to worry about that too much. You may notice that some of these buildings are also turned off, and that's because of this. Me setting administration and culture to a low standard, just to make sure that we have enough workforce for everything else. I know it might be pissing off people, but we're still starting out. I mean, it's an exploit I have for some odd reason. Oh, already we've got gifts. Greetings, Jalen. I, Agamemnon of Mycenae, wish to give you a gift of 12 amphoria of wine, but I see that your storage facilities can't accept the items now, so I'm going to go ahead and postpone. Pause real quick, because now we're going to need... This is where we need the maintenance guy. And I'm actually going to set up a storehouse right over here. This is where I will collect my wine. And that's going to be where I take my gift from Mycenae. I'm pretty sure others will give me gifts as well. I'm sure of that. This is only the first of those gifts. So as I wait for my citizens, I'll also wait for the workforce to grow. There's my gift. Take it. Eunice? I can't even pronounce it. Of Lemnos, count you among my favorite people. Odysseus of Ithaca. Alright, so things are going well. Any more citizens to work with? We got a couple coming in. Room for 13 more citizens. These must be the 13 that we're looking for. 9, actually. 9. These are the 9 we're looking for. I bet you right now that's going to be the 9 we're looking for. I know this... Oh, wait. We got something going right now. So our first batch of wheat is coming, and how many wheat would that end up being? Once we get everyone in place. Alright, we got olive oil from Salamis. Greetings, Jalen. I, Ajax of Salamis, wish to give you a gift of 12 jugs of olive oil. And this is where I need the other storehouse. I'll set up one storehouse over here, which will accept olive oil. That's going to be my olive oil. And just for the advanced nature of it, I'm going to set up this one for fleece. Since we're going to need that greatly. So as they come in with the wheat, I, Agamemnon of Mycenae, wish to give you a present of 8 amphorae of wine. Please accept it with my compliments. Wish to give you a gift of 12 jugs of olive oil. So how many wheat do we end up getting out of this? Looks like we got 8 wheat out of this. 8 wheat. So far so good on that front. Although I don't know if that's going to cover everyone in general. So what I'm going to do is... can I start a new industry? No, I don't think so. Ajax of Salamis wished to give you a present of 12 jugs of olive oil. I'll take that greatly with your compliments. And I am just going to go ahead and fast forward one in-game year. Just to, let more wheat come out of this. See what we end up with. I, Diomedes of Argos, wish to give you a gift of 8 wheels of cheese, but I see that your storage facilities can't accept the items now. So postpone, pause, and this is where I'm going to ask these guys to accept the incoming cheese. Also, I'm going to ask to stockpile the wheat, because we'll need that later.
Poseidon. Worship me, and the sea will befriend you.
Worship me, and the sea will befriend you. Eager to please me, the fruits of the sea urchin and fish will be more plentiful, and your fishermen and urchin gatherers will be able to harvest them more quickly than they could before. Where is he going to spawn? He's going to spawn over in this area. I, Odysseus of Ithaca, wish to give you a gift of 12 slabs of marble, but I see that your storage facilities can't accept the items now. Postpone, ask... another storehouse, I can't believe I'm doing this, to solely accept marble. Why do I need the marble now? Accept, accept. I, Menelaus of Sparta, wish to give you a gift of 24 slabs of marble. I notice that you don't have quite enough storage space to hold the entire gift, but I can accept at least half of it. And how much do I get? We get 20 slabs of marble. I can part ways with 4 instead. I, Eunaeus of Lemnos, wish to give you a gift of 5 baskets of fish. Okay. So, plentiful food to work with. Let's just get the 5. Oh, and another gift of cheese already from Argos? Oh my god. Okay. You guys are killing me here with this gifts. So now I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually make these guys start buying food, because now we have the food necessary to keep going. You can see now the food lady going to get the food, and pretty soon we'll start seeing a guy pedaling a cart to deliver that food to our eventual houses, which will then upgrade themselves from what are they now, huts, to, we'll show you later, the shacks. And she took some fish. Okay, so now we can just stop accepting fish. Or, oh my god. I didn't ask to accept meat yet. Argos was really generous today, I guess. Matter of fact, I don't even know about my relations yet. Let's have a look and see the world as we stand with our relations. Salamis... Do they even have a trade route with us? Oh, they have a sea trade route. Okay. So Salamis, Mycenae, Ithaca, Sparta, Lemnos, and strangely Troy is an ally. Okay. I thought Troy would be a rival from the start, but I guess they just turn their asses away from me later down the road? I don't know. But we also have Miletos and Ethiopia. Okay. So we're mainly getting gifts from the mainland. And basically everyone but these guys are an ally. These guys, Kaime. I think these guys are going to be on Troy's ass soon, so we'll worry about them later. Oh, I, Priam of Troy, wish to give you a present of 12 sheaves of wheat. Already we're getting wheat, even though our next harvest is coming up. So now as we wait for the cheese to empty out... 24 baskets of fish already. Okay. I'll have to count how much cheese we end up with at the end of this so we can actually make room for the... Okay, so 9 cheese. I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to accept the fish with the workforce I have. But as far as the situation goes... Just accept the 23 and go with it. I told you it was 23. Alright. So... And guess what? We're not going to have enough room for wheat now. Great. Great. What fun. What fun is that? Also, I should point... Oh, wait. I forgot. We could have also added a college down the line, too. But... I will go ahead and add... Not the college yet. Not the college yet. Not yet. Let's wait until we start getting the fleece in, and then work on it. I, Amphimachus of Miletos, wish to give you a gift of 6 bars of bronze. So let's go ahead and get another storehouse ready. Actually, we don't need to, because we can accept 8 here, and just reduce that. Why am I getting gifts this early? This shouldn't be a thing straight away. Except these are city welcoming gifts in the first place, so there you go. And already our gymnasts, I think we got some competitors going down the line too. You can see the different colors.
I bet Atlas is pleased to hold the sky up for this city.
This city is like Ajax.
Yep.
Head and shoulders above the rest.
Yep, you can see the different colors. This guy going towards the stadium, this guy just gonna roam around the entire block. Odysseus of Ithaca wished to give you a gift of 9 planks of wood. We're gonna have a problem. I don't have enough room in my storehouses. How many more workers do I need? Please, help, game. Cease. Wood and bronze. Ask these guys to get it, though, because I don't need that much in the first place. How many? I'm getting 9 planks of wood. Alright, so it should be okay. So also I'm asking to get bronze, too, which makes things a little bit more interesting. So I just get that, bring it there, get that, bring it back there. And now I don't have to worry about this thing accepting any more bronze. I can just have this one accept wine now. And we'll be producing wine later down the road, so that's a good thing. So his population has reached 500 for the first time. Interesting, we're getting citizens in now. So now that we have our culture in and ready to go, let's just pop the administration back in full force and everyone else down for a bit. Because now we're gonna start raising money. I'll take the wood. You know what? Let me see who I can worship this mission. Okay, so I can worship Zeus, his brother Poseidon, but I can also worship Hermes, Athena, Hephaestus, and Hades. But for this mission, we have the unfriendly 4 A's, the Apollo, Artemis, Ares, and Aphrodite, all of which are unfriendly gods. So unfortunately, the only defense we'll even need in this adventure from any of our gods is going to be Zeus. He's going to be a great help to us down the line if we get a sanctuary out for him. But I think what we're going to end up doing is we're definitely going to need Hermes soon. So, if anything, I want to at least get started on his refuge. So let's go ahead and pop that right here. And let's just wait for the workforce before... Actually, I can set up a couple artisans while we're waiting. Can I... How many points of wood? Okay, I may need some wood. But I don't think I'll need it right now. Or maybe can I trade it in? Or bring it in from imports? Yeah, see, I think some of these guys do end up, what is it? They do end up having to stay behind, too, because we're out of wheat in the first place. And of course, we've run out of food supply.
What other god can offer you a kraken?
Poseidon's really gonna annoy us this mission, is he? I know very well that I'm not gonna have enough for sculptures and everything, so why don't I go ahead and just pop my 2 artisans in here. I'm gonna have plenty of workforce down the line, save some for my fleece industry, and we'll be on our way. Now, once Hermes is done, he'll make my, my cart guys over here a little faster. I, Memnon of Ethiopia, wish to give you a present of 6 slabs of marble. A little bit extra marble for my Hermes project, thank you. But I think my need right now, let's add 1 sculpture studio. I don't really need a lot for the mission, but it's worth a shot anyway. Oh, I am going to need the space for sculpture, though. Do we have enough room for 0 people? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get started on my fleece industry. So let's go ahead and pop, let's say 2 carting sheds to start things off. And pop some sheep into this centerpiece right here. Oh wait. Let's get the shepherds actually into there. And each of our sheep is going to produce 1 fleece in the end, so we'll be alright. But we also need these sheep, too, because eventually down the line, they're going to need these guys are going to need sacrifices. So once that's done, then we're going to have to watch this supply, too. Because if we have no fleece, we have no citizens. That could be a Debbie Downer, if you ask me. And with that, we can drop and add. But now I also realize that we're going to need some extra bronze. So who in here? Because now we have the stuff. Ithaca gives me wood and marble, which I cannot produce. Who is going to give me bronze? That is the responsibility of Miletos, looks like. So I'm going to get up here to Miletos for the bronze, but I'm only going to ask for like 2. Because I don't need that much. Then I'm going to get 1 for... Oh, a trading post. Okay, so a land trade to Ithaca. And request 3 wood. Oh, and wait. I know what I forgot about this one. These guys need a road. And a maintenance office. Fascinating stuff. I know I'm gonna put them out of work later once all that's done.
What other god can offer you?
Poseidon, please. Please don't. I don't need you right now. So now I can stop buying. I can stop buying bronze now that that's in here. However, I'm going to keep the Pier to Miletos just in case, because I don't know if they're gonna turn their asses on me or what. Oh, is he going to take it straight to the sculpture? He's going to take it right to the sculpture. Okay. Oh, wait. Have we done... Oops. Oh, unless he's... Oh my god, is he really doing that? Okay, so now I'm going to stop buying wood as well, because now we have the supplies we need. And also, I just realized as well, we don't have enough marble. I'm going to go ahead and ask Ithaca for some. How many do we need? We have 2, but we need 8 more. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for 6 slabs of marble. There's a good reason why we needed that 4 anyways. And I'm also highly disappointed that that guy, that delivery man, is actually using that road and working his way all the way around when he could have easily just gone right here to access our storehouse. But no. But what? A fire has broken out in the city, all the way out here where I don't have a maintenance office. Good grief, I completely forgot about it. Hopefully... Oh, thank you. At least that's taken care of. So our trader's coming in. He's giving us some marble, as expected. I hope it's just the 6. Yep, this is 6. I am turning to you to ask for your help. I, Odysseus of Ithaca, am planning a festival for the great god Athena, who has saved my city from disaster. I would like to show Athena just how thankful I am by throwing the biggest festival ever. With 8 jugs of olive oil from you, I am sure I can meet this goal. Please send the goods within 6 months. I have plenty of olive oil. I can definitely part ways with 8 of them. So go ahead and do that. And now I can stop buying marble, because I don't need that much. How far do I have in my... No, I don't. Okay. So as I wait for the fleece to be distributed, it's going to be a given, since now our fleece is being grown and ready to be distributed. Dearest Jalen, I, Diomedes of Argos, have a favor to ask of you. One of my sanctuaries has collapsed into a heap, and I need 4 pieces of sculpture to rebuild it. Please send me the sculpture within 9 months so that the gods do not take offense. Alright. Now here's a problem. I only have 1 sculpture studio, technically. Because you sent 8 jugs of olive oil in time for the great festival for Athena, I, Odysseus of Ithaca, think more highly of you than I did before. Here's the thing, I do not necessarily need this sculpture studio anymore because now I don't need the bronze. Consequently, actually, since I'm going to be taking out my workforce in the first place, I might as well just drop these 2. And funny enough, as you think about it, am I going to take out that artisan just by... Not anymore. I can drop these 2 and this guy to make room for our workforce for our... And this pathway as well. We're gonna not need that. Oh, and... Duh. This one. So what's he gonna do?
Please let me fulfill an outstanding request.
I was just about to say, this is what he does. Please, let me fulfill an outstanding request. I wouldn't dream of letting you touch the goods stored in your granaries and storehouses. See, the idea is, I do not have any sculptures, consequently since I removed my sculpture studio in the process. So what I end up doing is I let Hermes take care of it instead. So he sends the sculpture magically, out of thin air. I think he does this twice a year in-game. And I just realized I'm also running out of funds. I could technically cheat my way, but not for this first episode. So I think I'm done with trading. And technically what I could do is I could start selling the wine. I, Eunaeus of Lemnos, need you to send 6 skeins of fleece in 6 months. You don't need to know why we need it. Just trust us as your ally and send us the supplies. And consequently, I am getting that fleece as it stands. Oh, wait. I know what's going on here. I had stockpiled my wheat. I forgot to...
Please let me fulfill an outstanding request.
And guess what? Hermes is doing it again. That's his twice a year. And I didn't even need to send him a prayer, which is funny enough that I don't need to pray to Hermes to get that request fulfilled. All I know is that he's going to do it. And me being very forgetful that these guys are about to run out of food. These guys are soon going to be dangerously low on food. And very soon, let me have a look. Yeah, they're going to be dangerously low on food. See, they're 12 food right now. Oh my god. This is going to be bad for my citizens already, now that I've completely fucked up. So now the peddler's going to come in. He's going to distribute that food quickly before our houses start devolving. Oh, look, everyone over here. Duh. Oh geez, my doggos are going off. Coincidentally, we actually don't need a lot of fleece right away, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask the fleece vendor to just go ahead and start buying the goods now while we still can. And because we're gonna get that next bit of culture, although it would have gone right away because we have the gymnasium ready and all sorted, I'll go ahead and set up my college. Right about here, per se. Give them a good distance to go.
What other god can offer you a kraken?
So now what's going to happen is, soon we're going to see a philosopher, which you'll soon notice by his unique design, or unique stature with the book in his hand.
Some of the peripatetic people should find themselves some employment.
And funny we should say that, because as well, to think about it, I realized that we're not going to have enough for the stadium. How, pray tell, are we going to get those citizens into our stadium? Funny enough, we should say that because it says clearly there has to be a stadium in the city somewhere. Do we need to fulfill... do we need to particularly fulfill a, My dear friend Jalen, I am turning to you to ask for your help. I, Agamemnon of my city, am planning a festival for the great god Zeus, who saved my city from disaster. I would like to show Zeus just how thankful I am by throwing the biggest festival ever with 9 crates of food from you. I'm sure I can meet this goal. I can part ways with my wheat. I've got plenty. Oh god, we've got to kill problems at the beginning to start things off. And funnily, we should say that because we have a monument. Let's do it! Wait. I think we can do something if we just take out one of these and can just cover this entire area. Yes, it can. Okay. So it does cover this area in general. Although what could happen is, yeah, some of these guys aren't necessarily going to, get the appeal they need. And planning a festival for the great god Ares, why wine for him? You can ask for armor, but no. You ask for wine anyways, because I don't think I can get armor to begin with. What are my goals again? Production, population, and treasury. So I think, I'm gonna do, little cheaty doodles, and, Delian, is it capital T for treasury? No, it's this capital T. It is capital T. So let's do that. And I'll do this a couple more times. Too early for these treasury problems already. May as well just cheat my way to it. I'm sorry if that's not your thing. You know, to be fair, this housing block would have worked very efficiently if we actually did the Avenue Boulevard system in the opposite side as well. It would have worked very nicely. But no. The guy insists we do it on one side only. Wow. Okay, so let me go ahead and also set up my my other industries. So first off, let me set up. Let's set up 4 growers' lodges.
You can discover more about a person in an hour of
Set up
than in a year of conversation.
a couple olive trees down here. And then on this end, we'll set up a couple grapevines. Here and here. I don't know if we'll end up using them in the first place, since that's also the access point for our sheep. Seems though that the food vendor is also going to get from this place first, so we'll ask these guys to get wheat. To fulfill this guy. Actually, these guys get, and these guys accept? Yeah. I, Ajax of Salamis, need some help from you. My treasury is short 500 drachma, and I would like you to send me the money to make up the shortfall within 3 months. I've cheated my way through this, I may as well just part with 500 of that. And guess what? Our priests are already conducting sacrifices, so let's just supplement. That's going to be our first supplement. Okay, so I'm also going to go ahead and start setting up some olive presses and some wineries. Set up like 4 of the olive presses, and then another 4 wineries. So 1, 2, 3, and where should I put them?
If you worship me, my beloved hound will watch over your city.
Cerberus will do his best to make sure no harm befalls you. I forgot we have Hades as a possible god. So the 4th winery should go here. I'll see what these guys can do. Not sure how we'll be able to settle for 16 wine every year, but we'll be able to handle it. I could start trading away some stuff, like I can start trading away the wine, but who am I going to give it to? Who buys it? Is the thing I want to ask. I don't think anybody... Miletos buys it. Ethiopia buys it. So I'm gonna set up a pier to Miletos. And a pier... Okay. Everyone loves me, great. A pier to Ethiopia. And set up the roadway. Oh, I just realized I'm not even going to need that roadway. Or do I? Yes, I do, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do. Oh. I completely fudged up there, didn't I? And I did not want that maintenance guy wandering, so I'm going to have to do this. Maintenance guy. Boom. Right here. Take it. And sell 24. And sell 12. It's funny how these guys actually start making the olives right away. Start making the olive oil right away. Reminds me of it. Do I even have enough olive trees to cover that much olive industry? Let me just put down more, because that's what I'm feeling. I think we don't have enough olive trees to make that many olives. So like that, and then like this. There, that should do the trick. Here comes priests again, but right now I'm not worried. So now that we're distributing the olive oil, let's go ahead and start buying it from the Agora. Start selling it to the Agora. So our next goal is 1,000 people in Townhouse or better. My suspicion is that we're going to end up with this half of guys in townhouses, because this half will never have stadium access. As a result of the direction that the competitors end up taking. Now wait. I, Agamemnon of my Mycenae, wish to give you a gift of 12 bunches of grapes, but I see the storage facilities can't accept the items now. Oh my god, really? Really, you're giving me grapes to cover the production goal that I need. My god. And now see how much faster the wheat guys are going? That's amazing. Alright, so I believe soon we'll have our townhouse goal done. Wait, what are these guys up to? What do these guys want? What do these guys want? Until the appeal of the neighborhood increases. Again! Jeez! What is up with you people? So I have an idea. Can we put avenues down, and can that satisfy the goal? Can that satisfy... More marble? Really? I just used all my marble that I had for what is it? For a sanctuary, and you've given me more? Okay, I'll take it. And I'll get these guys in, but let me just make sure these guys upgrade first. Yes, they do. Alright, so that covers everyone. This is why the block should have had the double, the Avenue, Boulevard, Avenue pattern across the whole way. How much fleece do I have? Let me, what is it? Eunaeus of Lemnos needs you to send 12 skeins of fleece in 6 months. Postpone for now because I want to see how much I have. Except I have all 12. I can definitely part ways with all 12 of them. So long as the fleece is still being covered. Matter of fact, let me just replenish. I don't think I need to, because the priest already took care of it. So now we wait. Okay, so let me have a quick look at culture and see how the competitors are doing this. Philosophers. Everyone's being covered by the philosopher as he...
What other god can offer you?
As he covers this entire inner circle. The athletes... Except... The athletes also covering the inner circle. Everyone's covered. Actors. We don't have any. Competitors. These guys are being covered. I don't see how these guys are evolving to townhouses. Without the access to our third culture, I don't see how these guys are getting it. Wait. Yep, I thought that was going to be the case. Wait, what? How? How, game? Decide! Apartment or townhouse? Apartment or townhouse? Which do you prefer? Still, though, I don't care because I got my population goal. Now we just wait for the wine production goal, then we care about the wheat production goal already. Okay, so I'm gonna... let's see. Let me shut down wheat production. Actually, wait till the next harvest and then shut down wheat production, just because I want to distribute all this wheat first. And then we'll figure out how the second granary should work. Actually, make a third granary while we're at it. This is a proud day indeed for the city. The population has reached 2,000 residents. I've got a commemorative monument coming. Let me get my wheat in first. And ask these guys to get it. Because then it'll be closer. It'll be closer for our food delivery lady, because then they'll never run out. Wait, where am I getting grapes from? Oh wait, these guys. Duh. So now I'm going to go ahead and shut down the wheat industry, because I don't need it right now. With the continuous supply of wheat coming in anyways, it's like, you know, that stuff. How many do we have in here? Just the 3. Okay, I'm going to empty this guy. And then ask them to accept again. I'm also gonna just ask these guys to accept, so we can get... Once we're down to like 32, at least 32 sheaves of wheat, I'll then work my way back to the wheat farms. As a matter of fact, why don't I go ahead and build the next set of wheat farms now while I'm here? Just need 2, right? 1, 2. Yep.
Please let me fulfill an outstanding request.
And guess what? Argos needs wine, but Hermes got it. So yay.
What other god can offer you Kraken?
And guess what? I may have to set up another storehouse. On the opposite end here, this one will cover grapes. And I will ask these guys to go ahead and start emptying it out. Which we'll then send here. As usual, I also gotta watch my sheep supply, because early on. Alright, we're good. Alright, now it looks like we're running low. Alright, so...
A new city, a new home, and maybe a new job. Fortune is smiling upon me.
So we'll do that.
There was never a genius without a...
And empty again. God. You're gonna empty into that one. Ugh, you're gonna empty into that one. Now we'll start getting the wheat back in full force. So let's get our wheat industry going back up. Back up and running in full force.
No workshops can accept these goods, and now my own storehouse can't take them back. There's nothing to do but wait.
Oh boy, we need fish. Or do we have fish? Alright, there's a good reason why extra granaries could be of extra good use. I'll go ahead and just ask these guys to accept fish and all the other crazy gifts that we'll keep on getting. And how is everyone leaving and coming back? I know this is the big glitch with the townhouses and whatnot, considering we don't have actors in that area, and we don't have actors in our city ever. Furthermore, competitors aren't even accessing this area at all. So why in the hell are they already townhouses when clearly they shouldn't be? This is a big glitch that Impressions games never even fixed and most likely never will.
Worship me. My beloved hound will watch over your city.
How are we doing on the... Okay, so we're not there yet. The only thing I can really say is that the shortage of wheat now is going to at least cover my, is going to be covered by the fish, which evidently will be, fulfilled shortly by the influx of wheat coming down the line, which I know will be of great use down the line too. Should we sell my marble? Are we able to sell marble? Marble is available for import or export, but who do we export to? Is the question. Troy buys it, but I doubt we'll have them as a... Although I doubt we'll have them as a partner for long, we'll go ahead and sell a couple marble a year to them until they back off from us. How are we doing now on the 24 amphoria of wine in 1 year? Interesting stuff. Thank you, game, for letting me do this. So now what I can do is just take out a storehouse and then just accept the grapes again, or rather get it. Because now we don't even need the wine anymore. We can just send them straight to the trading port for now, since we don't need the elite housing just yet. We'll get them from over here. And I think essentially what's going to happen is the first batch of wheat isn't going to be enough to cover the... I believe the first batch of wheat isn't going to be enough to cover the production goal, unless some miracle happens in which we do get the 64. But other than that, I think we'll have something to satisfy it. I think we can deal with what we have for now, so why don't I go ahead and just fast forward everything. I'm aware that we are going to keep fluctuating because of the glitch over here. How many do we get?
What other god can offer you?
I think we didn't get enough.
AULIS is well on its way to becoming one of the greatest cities in all of Greece. Yet there is a hint of trouble in the air. Helen has chosen to wed King Menelaus of Sparta, and the happy couple have settled into their home. While everything seems to be exactly as it should be, word around Greece is that Helen might not be safe.
Alright, so with that note... God, I forgot to save. With that note, that is going to do it for today's episode of Zeus, Master of Olympus, the Trojan War. Next time we see each other, we're going to hop into the next episode and see what lies ahead. Fortunately, I did not save because we're going to have some serious issues, but hopefully I'll recover some video for next time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe to that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Until next time... Oh, jeez. Now I know why there's breeding grounds. Okay, I completely fucked up there. Replay episode. I have better plans.
Take it to the next.